This is Leo, an entrepreneur in the alloy and tyre industry.
The business is turning over well. It's averaging between 70 to 85% growth every year.
But he's got a problem that's holding him back from breaking through.
Well, landlords gave me my notice. I struggled with that. Only 3 to 6 months to find and move my business.
6 years of overcoming obstacles that could have quite easily broke any company, he managed to do the unthinkable.
Some of the trade I did lose, gained more here.
But the fact that you pulled it off.
It's been tough.
I sat down and had a one-to-one to really get to know how I could change LVE Exclusive Wheels.
Last time you put a post up, 21st of December. That's poor. There's more stress, more headache, more staff, more drama, more things that can go wrong, more moving pieces. Find the right person that knows. You're nowhere near capacity. You need to do that now. So let's do starters. Tell me about your business.
Well, it started 6 years ago. It's called LVE. That's after my kids. That's their initials. So it means a big thing to me. We do everything from diamond cutting, powder coating, buckle repairs, welding. We also do pickup and delivery collections. We can also supply and fit tyres.
So total solution.
Total solution. We take care of everything relating to wheels. So the reason why I've invited you here today is, one is obviously my social media isn't great. Another, for you to come and see the premises, because obviously you've been doing your work, I want you to see how it's done. And then 3 is to grow my business to a different scale. So whether it would be another premises or in other places around the world.
So where this video came about, you saw the video of Fix My Alloys, which they were young guys. Yeah. They are trying to find their feet and trying to find their avenue. Yep. In this world. And obviously they painted the wheels on my son's car, including the calipers, and they used the spray cans. And you sent me a message, Jan, send me your son's wheels. I'll just do them for you for free, because when you're passionate about a business and you love your business, it hurts you when someone doesn't do it to the standard that you do. Listen, no disrespect to anyone that's doing the smart wheel repairs, but you can't be painting your calipers and stuff. That's really dangerous, really dangerous. So I've known you, let's take it back. How many years have I known you now? At least 5 years now. We have met in the past. Okay. Yeah. Before I started doing wheels. Obviously, we do work for HRO and Lamborghini. Yeah. I was invited to the event, the opening event at Hatfield. There was 2 people I had to speak to, you and the CEO of HRO. I came up to you and I just like, Jan, and you're like, yeah, bro, you're right. I said, yeah. I said, give me some work. And I remember your words were, what is it that you can offer me? I said, I don't need to offer you nothing. I don't want anything from you other than work. You paused a little bit and you said, like, give me, you asked me for my number. I said, I've got something better than that. So I had one of those business cards that you use your NFC on, and then you tap that, and then literally, and I went on your phone and I clicked on WhatsApp and I sent it. And you said, yeah, I like that. So then literally the next day, you start giving me work. Yeah. Because I've used a lot of wheel refurb people over the years, and obviously at Yiannimize, we specialise in the wraps, and then obviously we would do the tints, and we'd do smoking the lights, we'd paint the calipers, painting the wheels, and the majority of the time a car comes in, the wheels are damaged. Yeah. And they're not only damaged with regards to curb marks, they could be buckled. What I liked about you, first of all, you collect, which takes the pressure off of having to get the car dropped, because I don't want to send the car anywhere because we're working on it. So we can put the car up and I'll take the wheels off, you'll come. Yeah. You also check the tyres. So you will find me and say, Jan, you know what, this tyre's got a bulge, this tyre's worn, I can see the cord, you need to change these tyres, it is not safe for your customer. Yeah. So that's one thing. And again, you can supply the tyres. Yeah. Then you'll look at the alloy and say, yep, the alloys are curved, no big deal, we'll just repair them. Or the wheel's got a buckle. Now it's a buckle that we can repair it, or this has gone too far, we can't be welding this, or you need a new alloy, this is not safe, we're not happy to do that. Yeah. So it gives me peace of mind for my customer, and then obviously you do a great job. Appreciate it. And the fact you do all the colours under the sun, but you can do diamond cut. Yeah. And what's interesting, anyone I talk to in this industry and they want to be mobile, they're like, oh, the question we get, do you do diamond cut? Do you do diamond cut? And the majority of people don't do it. Give me some rough idea on pricing. So if someone wants, do you price on whether it be an 18-inch, a 20-inch, a 22-inch, or is it all the same? My prices are very simple. I price from literally a 12-inch wheel to a 21-inch wheel. It's the same price. Because it's the same process. It does cost more because obviously you're using more powder, for example, on a wheel if it's from a 12-inch to a 23-inch. If you're diamond cutting the wheel's it's massive. So by the time a guy literally programs that wheel and he's got to sit there and watch that machine going across to diamond cut that wheel, it takes longer than cutting a 23-inch wheel to a 12-inch wheel. So that's why I felt that looking at other people and what they do, and obviously I used to get people to refurb my wheels back in the day.
and they had different prices. And I thought, you know what? I think from 12 inch to 21 inch is roughly the same.
So give me an example. What do you charge for a set of 4 wheels?
Set of 4 wheels, diamond cut would be up to 21 inches, £400 plus the VAT. So
for all 4?
All 4 wheels.
So it's £100 a wheel, which I don't think is overly expensive.
No.
And that's diamond cut?
That's diamond cut.
And if it's a gloss black or a white or a silver?
So yeah, your standard colours, so whites tend to be more. They're just a really expensive colour, but 350 plus the VAT for all 4.
Okay.
So 87.50 a wheel, but obviously you start going your Lambo bronzes, your hyper silver shadow chromes, it could be another £100 plus on the set. Let's
talk about this premises right here. How long have you been here?
Been here now, this April will be 2 years.
2 years, because you were based, where were you before?
We was in Brookman's Park, Potter's Bar.
And that was a really good location where it was like a petrol station and you were there, and it was small. Was it smaller premises?
A little bit smaller, a little bit smaller.
And you had to leave there because?
The landlords gave me my notice. They were going to do some developments there, so...
Of course, property, flats, whatever going up.
So I struggled with that. Because I had only 3 to 6 months to find and move my business without losing any work.
And how did that work?
That was the hardest thing ever. Having to keep the customers happy, then potentially I had to decide where I was going to move to with a great location and great trade. But at the same time, I thought, you know, if I take down all my old equipment, I'm going to be out of work for at least 4 to 6 weeks. So then I found this location. I spoke to the new powder coating suppliers and I said, I'm going all out. I want to go for the conveyor system. So the landlord here in Broxbourne was like, you can use the premises, but you can only use the back half of it because it's split in 2. So I said, as long as I've got the back half, that's where I need to put the new oven and booth in place. So literally up to D-Day, I managed to sell and get rid of my old equipment in Potter's Bar. And then on that same day, the equipment here was up and running.
So what, were you down for what, 1 day?
I wasn't down at all.
So literally from there to here, you were running both and then you just one shut, one open?
Literally, and I had double of everything. So I had 2 tyre machines, I had 2 balancing machines, I had double of everything. So I literally sent a few people down here to do what they can.
Yeah.
And then obviously I still had the other guys in Potter's Bar.
That's amazing. And you must be proud that I know at the time it would have been a massive headache, but the fact that you pulled it off.
It's been tough. These past years have been hard.
Did you lose customers and did you lose dealers?
I lost a lot of retail from Brookman's Park area. Because of the petrol station, the foot flow there was amazing. Some of the trade I did lose, but then I gained more here.
Turnover gone up since you've moved?
I've worked it out, it's averaging between 70 to 85% growth every year.
Really?
I'm not showing profit at the moment because I've invested within the business.
That's okay though.
Yeah, that's fine. So, but the business is turning over well. I want to push on more, I need more, but I want more trade. I want more of the insurance approved body shops.
You want your bread and butter business that occurs every single week, every single month, rather than your one guy that comes and brings his car and then you may not see him again.
You may not see him again.
His wheel again.
Yeah.
Are you at capacity here? Can you afford to have more business? What do you need to improve on here?
I need to improve on the staffing level.
So is it finding skilled staff and then finding the staff that are skilled, reliable, and then keeping them?
That's right. So it's this garage here, we can work 24 hours a day here.
Really?
Yes, there's no limit here. So
okay.
This
so you
is
can run 2 shifts?
I want to run 3 shifts. So morning, afternoon and nights. That's how I want to run it. So I need to be doing a lot more wheels. We are pushing for that. When I first started, I think I was doing 60 to 80 wheels a week. Now we're 200 plus.
Really? A week?
A week. 100% we can do more. I want to do more.
Can you do more with the team you've got in place right now?
I think another 100 wheels a week we could.
Which is theoretically 100% profit.
Yeah.
Because you've already got everything set up here.
Exactly.
Bar a bit of material here and there, but because the team are already in place, everyone's on their wages, you've got your set.
Exactly that.
How are we going to get those extra 100 wheels?
So I'm downstairs on the tools a lot. So me being downstairs stops me from being on the computer and speaking to customers, try and get more work. Hence why my social media isn't great, because I just don't have the time to do that. For me to do that, I need a powder coater that releases me, because I come in at about 4:30 in the morning to give me that break. So I'll come in the morning and do a load of wheels ready for the tyre fitters to crack on with. So now I can come upstairs and do invoicing, get on the phone and send emails out. So once that's sorted, then I can push on getting on the phone.
We touched on social media. Before we get onto that, how are you getting your new customers? So you have your existing customers, and I know they can recommend, but where are you getting more customers from? How are you finding it? Are you advertising anywhere? Are you...
Nothing. Word of mouth.
Just word of mouth?
Word of mouth.
Which is great.
The video that we did for the Revolto, when we done them white the first time, one of your followers actually works at McLaren Hatfield.
Okay.
And they were looking for a wheel specialist. They called me up only because they watched your video. And I've got Aston Martin from that as well in Hatfield. But other than that, I don't do anything else. Just word of mouth. And I'm very persistent on the phone. I will call and I will bust you. I want your work. What's it going to take? And I'll get it.
So let's talk about trying to get you these extra customers. So social media. I always say to people, social media is great when you've got an amazing visual. The fact that you've got wheels all day long, some great cars here today. I can see there's like a red Purosangue down there. There's other cars here. And you've got before and afters. That's great visual. I know it is time consuming, but to take a quick before picture, a quick after picture, a quick video on your phone, can you not get even like a young person to come in and do it? Because it's not like my team. I need my team. My team are a really high level, but you can get someone that can just do a quick story or a quick video.
Yeah, my phone, go and get it now. I can't take a video on it. I've got so much content on the phone. I need to just send it to someone and say, you know what, deal with it.
You said you can do 100 wheels extra a week. Is that right?
Yeah.
Give me approximate revenue on that for 100 wheels. Ballpark.
A week. It's got to be another 10 grand a week.
10 grand a week on 100 wheels. So would it not make sense to pay someone 2 grand a month to get that extra 10 grand in?
It's just finding that right person, because I want to have a good relationship with that person as well. They're coming into my garage. They're coming to my premises now. So I want to feel that they've got the love for it and they're not just doing it for a job.
Have you ever spoken to anyone? Have you even done it? You're saying about I want to find the right person.
I did have someone. It's one of the earlier videos that we did on a pink smart car, and we've done the wheels in the candy pink. Right. He done a few bits and pieces. But yeah, just I had to send them the videos. And it's like, oh, if I send you the videos, I might as well do it. But I haven't gone out and explored it again.
Let me give you my takeaway from this. Based on you telling me you can bring approximately £10,000 a month, I think you need to bring in a social media person. They don't need to be a fully polished individual. It's very simple to take pictures before and after, to do some stories. It's very simple to do basic videos that they can edit. You need to do that now. Even if you can't find a full-timer, even if it's 2 or 3 times a week and they can just snap the footage and then they can just go home and edit, you need to do that now. I think that will immediately add volume, add eyes to your business and increase the revenue. Find the right person that knows. And I think very quickly you can get to your 300 wheels a week. You're nowhere near capacity. Nowhere near capacity. And the fact that you're doing 200 and there's another 100 wheels.
Minimum. We can do 300, no problem.
So I've just pulled my phone out and I'm just looking at his social media. So this is your Instagram. You've got just over 8,000 followers. You mentioned about when you had someone, you had to send them the content and stuff. That's not a problem because you have got your phone and it is quite easy to film.
Yeah.
Stories are great. You don't have to do a post. Like, let me just have a quick look here. Have you even got a story up? Nope, no story. Okay, and the last time you put a post up, 21st of December. That's poor. You've done a collab with someone, but the problem is with that post, it's like showing a car. I don't care.
Yep.
The car's great, but where's the wheel? And I've got no before and afters. Do we have before and afters?
No,
so
that's the detailing. Yeah, that was...
Look, so that's lovely. That's lovely and cinematic and sexy. We don't necessarily need sexy all the time. You know, sometimes the best content is just raw. It's just a picture before and after, or just a video of showing your setup or your premises. People that haven't been here, again, the main picture's the car. The main picture should not be the car. The main picture should always be the wheel. Unless it's like an Aventador or unless it's the Revuelto. See, look, that's good. You see that there where it's showing the process. People love to see that. And a quick story here and there, a social media guy could have loads of stuff. TikTok would eat this up. People love, you know, like with rapping, it was like it was therapeutic. Seeing a wheel, seeing the paint get stripped off and then seeing the paint coming back on and seeing the flow, and it doesn't even need to add music to it. You can just leave it with the original sound.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean, bro. I do get it.
Your social media definitely does need work.
But do you think that doing that with the social media will attract retail or trade?
I think it can do a bit of both. I think it's going to do a lot more retail,
yeah,
but trade people will see this and be like, they're a proper setup. We can trust them with our cars. We can trust them with our wheels. And they turn around quick. The fact that you are quick, trade customers, when they've got a customer come in with their Mercedes-Benz and they're like, I need my wheel refurb, this, that and the other. Mate, the fact that you can turn around in 2-3 days, time is money.
definitely.
Other companies give us a week and they send the van out. And I remember there used to be a company that would send a van out on a Tuesday and then the drop off on a Monday. I know the company, yeah. And I'm like, that's great, but it's like they only do Tuesday and a Sunday. What if I've got a customer that comes in on a Wednesday and I've missed my pickup now?
That's right.
Doesn't work. And then not only is social media giving you more customers, you can make money off social media as well, which is quite mad. If you get big views and big numbers, it's a side income, and it's money for nothing.
How does that work?
So again, we'll have to get you have to get into it.
All right.
But the more views you get, whether you do like on TikTok or on YouTube and stuff, they pay you.
Okay.
And then if you're working with a specific brand, so you'd be like, you know what, the paint we use is always this brand, and you've now built your social media up, they'll be like, you know what, we want to be advertised on your page.
Okay.
To say that you use our paint product, or you use our primer, or you use our machine.
Yep.
And sometimes they'll pay you for the exposure. Other times they'll be like, you know what, I want to get a new wheel machine, you know, we'll give you a ridiculous discount, or we'll give it to you for free if you show it in your content.
Yeah, I get it. Okay. Yeah, no, it's a great situation.
That's a great position to be
definitely.
in. So I think that sums up social media, but we will talk about that. But the potential is incredible. All right, let's talk about growing the business. Me personally, I reckon I could 5x this business overnight, very, very quickly, based on my social media presence, based on me being in the industry for so long, and based on how good your business is, and the fact that you're not even at full capacity. You're not anywhere near full capacity at the moment.
Right.
We talk about growing the business, opening new premises, open up in Cyprus. The fact that you can do 100 wheels more a week, 400 a month, and that's only running it your 8 till 5, I think you'd be mental to try and get a bigger premises or get a second premises, because a second premises adds more stress, more headache. You can't be at two places at once.
That's right.
You can't monitor what's going on at the other premises. Then you need another manager. You need more staff. You need double the equipment. Whereas right now, you don't even touch the sides here. I personally would stay here for now, get this to its full capacity. And I think based on its full capacity, do you really want the headache? You have enough headache here. Going bigger doesn't necessarily mean better and doesn't necessarily mean more money. It means more stress, more headache, more staff, more drama, more things that can go wrong, more moving pieces. We're 200 wheels a week, and we've got this to 1,000 wheels.
It's actually doable doing 1,000 wheels here a week over 24 hours. Because that conveyor system, with the right staffing level, we can do 300 wheels a day.
And it's not theoretically costing you any more, bar the staff as such, but the equipment's already here. And you wouldn't need to get any more equipment in?
No.
Yeah?
And also as well, you've got to think of it, gas and electric's a little bit cheaper off peak.
See, now you're thinking.
No, I've always thought about it.
So why have you not done it, or why are you not?
Because I'm on the tools. I need to get off the tools. If it's not a powder coater, it's a tyre fitter. If it's not someone that, there's always an element within the business that you end up losing on, because you can't find the right people for the job.
How much, as an example, would a tyre fitter be on? Ballpark figure?
Anything between, with a bit of experience, £550 to £700 a week.
Okay, and a powder coater?
£3,000 a month.
So for that £3,000 a month, even if you had to pay them a little bit more, would it not be worth finding the creme de la creme person, even if it was £4,000 a month as an example, which is, I know you're paying him more than what the going rate is.
Find one.
To take you off the tools.
Find one. I'll gladly pay if you can find me one.
Guys, if you're in the Broxbourne area or in the surrounding area and you are a powder coater
for wheels,
and you are top boy for wheels, hit him up. All these details are in the description, because again, sometimes you have to invest money to make more money or to save money. And I know you're not shy on spending money, but you keep saying about, well, I'm on the tools. I think it is worth paying extra to get you off the tools, to be able for you to sit at your desk and speak to people and network.
That's right,
and
100%.
Do the bit of social media and bring in a bigger team. I'm really excited about this business. Like, I'm sitting there thinking, do I want to get involved in another business? Not that I'm saying I don't want to get involved, like he's saying to me, yeah, get involved. But
anyone with the right network and the right mind on this business, there's not many of us about. And the ones that are about and doing it right, the right people need to jump on board.
Aren't you too valuable to be replying to someone saying we need wheels collected? Your team should be able to handle that.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. But I just like to be involved in it still.
Monitoring it is different to responding.
Okay.
You understand? Because looking at that phone is taking time away from something that's more important. Your time is valuable. Your hourly rate, your rate per minute is a lot higher than a member of staff. And you having to respond to someone about collecting a wheel or, okay, then it's different if it's a problem. It's different if it's a massive job. But the day-to-day stuff needs to be managed by your team. I know you have your wife who works here as well.
Yeah, but you message me.
Correct. No, you're right.
Yeah, and then I've got other high-profile customers that message me direct.
That's different.
They don't want to have...
But they're your hand-picked, your personal people.
Yeah.
The dealers don't care. They don't need to message you unless there's a problem. That can go to your foreman. They can go to one of your staff. That they don't need to speak to you. Your customers, your regular customers that spend money with you, cool. You can deal with them. Yeah. Like I do. My high net worths, my celebrities, my customers that have been with me for years, I will deal with them all day long. Yeah. But the newer customers, also, I can pass them across to my team to deal with.
Yeah. Well, that's what I have been trying to do. I've got Pierre downstairs, who's the foreman, and I want people to start to speak to him more. People ask for Leo.
So if someone's asking for me, where'd you get my number from?
Yep.
Is it about Alloy Wheel? Because, for example, people would ring the office and they'd speak to Gina and say, I need to speak to Yianni, this, that, and the other. And I train Gina to be like, why do you need to speak to Yan? Is it about a car? Oh, yeah, I want to get my car up. You can deal with me. Yeah. I can deal with it for you. Yeah. Oh, but this, that, and the other. I can deal with it for you. When you come down, if Leo's here, you can speak to him. Yeah. But it just takes away...
100%.
It's time.
It is.
Time, and for you, you're so busy. You've got to get off the tools. To me, you've got to get off the tools. You need to hire a social media person. You don't need to get bigger premises. And you need to put systems in place here that you are not so reliant on. Yeah. So when you go on holiday, I know you're still on your phones. I'm sure you're still on your cameras because I used to be that guy and horrible. It's brutal. It's horrible. And I used to hate it. Who's in charge when you're not here?
Pierre.
Okay. And he's good at his job?
Great at his job. Couldn't do it without him, bro. That's my right-hand man.
So get him to the level he needs to be at to take pressure off you.
That is the plan. Once I get my team to that level, we know that we'll click and everybody has understanding. I can take that little bit of a step back from downstairs and then Pierre can do bits and pieces that I want to show him upstairs.
Right. I want to know in a few months' time that this business can run without you here hand-holding it. Because we're not a new business. This is not a year old. No. We're 6 years in. Yep. You shouldn't be holding the hand anymore. 6 years old now. The business should be able to run with you overseeing it as the boss and jumping in and out to deal with a few little issues. Yeah. You've got a great business. I just think it needs tweaking. It doesn't need a lot of work. I think just a few little tweaks here and there, your revenue is going to shoot up. I think the way the business is run on a day-to-day basis can be more streamlined because you've got a lot of moving parts. Yeah. Just needs a little bit of oil, a little bit WD-40 here and there. The chances are we're going to talk off camera. I really see the potential here, and I think I could add a lot of value to this business, and you've always spoke to me about it. This is your baby. Either way, I think we'll do the 6-month update, but you and me speak on a regular basis anyway, and I think we'll have a conversation. So we're going to wrap it up there, and mate, Leo, you've got a great business.
Thank you. Appreciate you
coming down.
Thank
you for your time, man. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Guys, if you're enjoying the series and you feel you've got a business that you'd like to get on YouTube, use the email on screen or in the description below. We'd love to have you on our next episode.